So we are moving on to topic number 2, and that's the unboxing. I have a huge box of peppers. Do you have any water with you?
No, I'm so sorry.
Man, we're going to be in kind of trouble. But
Getting thirsty.
a lot of spiciness. That's all I'm saying. Probably should have opened the box first, but I didn't want to spoil anything.
The 1 week Chris isn't here is the 1 week you don't open it before and spoil
I
it.
don't open it before. You misunderstood what Chris was saying.
Oh, you look it up
Yes.
beforehand. Gotcha. And you tell him beforehand.
I don't tell him. He is not telling the truth about that.
Sure.
Lots of packaging this time. And that's because we have, I think, close to 30 books. I know you're more of a reader, Jacob, so some of these books may be a little bit less known to you. I think the big one in this one will be well known to you, though. So. You're probably going to hear a lot of
Bubble wrap.
getting cut. I'm sure you're going to love that in editing. You're just going to turn on the mute for that part.
I'll just cut over it. I'll cut over it. Do you need help?
Let's see what we got here. Hopefully I relieved enough tension, but apparently not. Alright, so the first book. Wolverine number 1, 7.5. This was the mini-series that came out first. This was 1982.
84? 82. 84 is when the main one started, right?
88 is, I think, the main one. I think
Okay.
That's when the main one started, if I remember correctly. They can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
I'll correct you on screen.
Oh, you can do that too. So this one came out in 1982. This is the direct market one. For those of you who don't know, if you see like a little character down in the box instead of a barcode, it's the direct market. If it's got a barcode, it's the newsstand edition. Came back at a 7.5. I thought it was going to come back a little bit higher than that, but you get what you get from the grading companies. Either you're thankful for it or you cry.
You're not going to crack it open and try it again?
No. Maybe. We'll see. I'll let you handle those things in the middle here. Next one, big character, recently cast for the MCU. Warlock number 1 from 1972. Came back as an 8.0, so we were kind of happy about that one.
Yeah.
It's got the origin of Warlock. It's got the high evolutionary appearance in there. So, very nice book. As you can see, it's got a little bit of tanning on the back, though. The condition of this one is really nice, though. You don't have to tell me whether I had a little glare there. So, looks very nice, though. No spine ticks. There's a couple spine ticks on the edges, but still a very nice looking book.
Is that or did you know? I don't know if you know, but is that near the first appearance of Pip, or did he show up later? Because that's also something that just showed up in the MCU, so it might be worth something.
I think that was earlier.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
I think it was earlier, though.
I know it's somewhere with Warlock. I just don't know.
So we have another big book. X-Men 122. All right, so I just said about look for a picture down here. This is one that's contrary to what I just said. If there's a line through it like that, it's also a direct market. It's not a newsstand. So this was X-Men 122. Came back as an 8.0. This is from 1979. It's the first appearance of Jason Wingard as Mastermind. It's got Luke Cage, Misty Knight, and Colleen Wing in it. I'm not going to lie, I don't know who that last person is, but it's got an arcade cameo in it as well.
Colleen Wing, I think, is a supporting character from Iron Fist at the time, because Claremont was writing that right before X-Men.
Well, I'm more of a DC person, so I'll take your word for it. And we followed up that 122 with a second 122. This one got a 9.4. Very pretty book. 1979 again. It's a direct market. It's got the line through the barcode. Not much more to say. We just showed the last one, so it's pretty much the same sort of thing. As you can see, the back cover, very, very white. Very nice looking book. So, the book after this one I'm going to save until last. So, it's the big one. So, we'll save that one. So, this one, sticking with the X-Men, 121. First full appearance of Alpha Flight, 7.5. Alpha Flight, lots of rumors circulating about them. Pretty much every character in Marvel has rumors circulating about them at this point.
Yeah.
I think even you have a rumor circulating about an appearance in the MCU. So,
I'll be in there next week.
so this one is a newsstand edition, 7.5. Definitely a nice book to add to any collection. If you're an X-Men fan or not, back cover looks very nice also. And as I said, I will be hiding the next one until the end. Sticking with X-Men related characters, and we're going to go with Wolverine number 10. Sabretooth versus Wolverine, iconic cover. If you're an X-Men fan, you know this cover. This is from 1989. Came back as a 9.6. I don't know. Even though I'm not a Marvel person per se, like this is a cover that when I see it, I'm like, this is a great book. So we'll show you the back cover. Awesome back cover on that one. Oops, sorry, lag there. There we go.
No ad.
What's that?
No ad on it.
Beautiful. The Marvel fans are going to be big on this one. Wish we had this one back at Halloween. Man-Thing number 1. Second appearance of Howard the Duck. First Man-Thing in his own title. This one came back as a 6.0. Came out in 1974. I'm not going to lie. I thought this one was going to come back a little bit higher than that. I thought it was going to be a 7, 7.5. I'll have to take a look at the grader notes and see whether I think that they were fair with me, gave me a fair shake on that one. Again, back cover, very pretty. If anything, maybe a little off-white. I think it looks pretty nice though, especially for a book that's closing in on 50 years old. So wait, I'm closing in on 50 years old. Oh, sorry, I don't crisis moment there for a second.
Mid-low. 50?
You be quiet, sir.
Really to 100?
Maybe. Oh, actually, we're going to save this one also. Sorry. Jacob cheating, looking over my shoulder.
I saw it.
I know you saw it. Deserves to be held until the end, right?
Yeah. Especially right now.
Yeah.
That's a tease.
Quit giving spoilers. Spoiler alert. This one also big right now. Sandman number 1 came back as a 9.4. Getting ready to be a Netflix show. First appearance of Sandman, Morpheus, and Dream, or Morpheus/Dream. First appearance of Unity Kincaid. Came back as a 9.4. Direct edition. Came out in 1989. Everybody knows Neil Gaiman's run on this. If they don't, they're getting ready to know it from the Netflix show. So
One of my favorite comics.
one of the big spicy peppers from Vertigo. So, if not the big spicy pepper from Vertigo.
Although it wasn't Vertigo at the time.
Well, they had not launched the Vertigo label at that point. I think it was still 2 years away, 3 years away before.
Just the first run actually had like Martian Manhunter and stuff in it.
Next up, Venom obviously just had a movie. Venom Lethal Protector here. Came back as a 9.6. Obviously, we were hoping for a 9.8, but 9.6s aren't bad. Came out in 1993. Venom continues to grow in popularity as time goes by. I'll show you the back cover there. Very nice. I'll have to go over this with a fine-tooth comb and see what they were seeing on that one. Why it got a 9.6. So we got a big boy. I'm gonna do one of the 3 big boys on this one. Going back to the X-Men. A rising star in the X-Men books right now. Rising star in the collector's world, I should say. X-Men 129. Very spicy pepper. First Kitty Pryde. First White Queen. How can you get much better than that?
Part of the Dark Phoenix comic.
So this was a newsstand edition, as you can see down here in the corner. It came back as an 8.5. 8.5s are very good for newsstands because they generally get more beat up than the direct market ones. So we were very happy with an 8.5 on that one. That cover looked very nice also. There's a little bit of dirt or something up there. Maybe it's a production mark, maybe some foxing. So probably why it got marked down to an 8.5. Great book though. I know you're an X-Men fan. I know you would probably love to have that one in your collection. Although she prefers Kate at this point. I'll set the other 2 aside for right now. We're coming back to those again.
A heavy Marvel load.
As much of a fan of DC as I am, unfortunately, Marvels are the ones that move the needle more right now than DC. Hopefully that changes. Not that DC moves more than Marvel. I want both companies to succeed. Obviously, it's good. Obviously, it's good for the store also, but I think it's good for the fans and everything when there's a healthy rivalry between the 2 companies, and you can only really have a rivalry if you were both on the same level.
Yeah. That's fair.
I think DC, not so much the comic company, but the film side needs to get their act together and figure out what they want to do with the characters long term.
The problem is they just keep going back to Batman.
I don't think that's the only problem. I think the main problem is they should follow the Disney method at this point of building up to things as opposed to just.
Well, they jumped the gun too early on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of building anyone up, they're just trying whatever sticks.
Yeah. How do you feel about Patterson playing?
I haven't seen it yet. I mean, he's a good actor, but we'll see what happens.
I'm not that keen on it myself.
You don't watch movies, though.
I do watch movies.
Have you seen The Lighthouse?
No.
He's really good in that.
I only have limited time to watch things that I want to. I have a 3-year-old. We've discussed this.
He won't want to watch like weird existential black and white horror.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. It's perfect for him.
So we tried watching. He likes superheroes, so we tried watching Shang-Chi, and the subtitles. He was like, I was reading them to him, and he was like, "No."
That's true. You got to start with the cartoons first.
Well, he does watch the cartoons also.
Spin.
I do it right though. I haven't watched like the old Scooby-Doo cartoons and the old Amazing Spider-Man and Friends.
I don't know if that's right.
Oh,
I think you should jump forward a little bit. Serialized storytelling.
No. You're wrong, sir.
I grew up on, the VHSs of the 90s ones, because I was not alive when those came out.
You're a sir.
And X-Men Evolution.
I'm trying to think of my middle-aged...
Yeah.
This one doesn't want to come out. It doesn't want to be on camera.
I'll just leave it in.
I'll just rip the bag. Yeah, I did it. So speaking of Spider-Man, we have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 22, first appearance of Speedball. This is the direct market edition. Came back as a 9.2. This came out in 1988.
Ditko.
Speedball, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's one time Steve Ditko came back and they let him come up with his own character and he did Speedball.
You're throwing me off for a second because I'm like... back cover looks very nice also. I'll have to look at this one also and see why he came back as a 9.2. Yeah, there are some cover ticks and stuff, or spine ticks. But very nice copy for all you Speedball fans out there. So next up, we're going back to Venom Lethal Protector, issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Scream, first appearance of Agony, first appearance of Phage, first appearance of Riot, first appearance of Lasher. Four first appearances in the 4th issue. So it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this one came out in 1993. Came back as a 9.6. Again, a direct market edition. If you're a Venom fan, if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're a Symbiote fan, this is definitely a book that you need to add to your collection. You agree with that, sir?
If you're a Symbiote fan, yeah. The cover is beautiful,
You
though.
laugh. Why are you laughing?
I don't like symbiotes.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
Do you?
Sure. Okay. So, Disney Plus, the gift that keeps on giving, soon to give us a gift of Moon Knight. We have Moon Knight number 1, direct market edition. This is from 1980. Great cover. This is first Moon Knight series in his own title. Origin of Moon Knight begins in this series in this book, and the first appearance of Bushman. This came out, like I said, in 1980. Came back as an 8.5. Nice looking book. One that if you are a Moon Knight fan, you definitely need in your collection. And I think Moon Knight's going to have a lot more fans here in the near future, like I said, because of the show coming up. So. Plus, the new Moon Knight series is doing very, very well. They're up to issue 4 or 5. Weird. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. Each issue, we add more subscribers to that one, so that's very much...
That's rare.
That's rare. Normally, you lose subscribers as time goes on. Either people need to cut budget reasons, or they just don't like where the storyline's going, or what have you. Next one, another one that's getting ready to see some play due to the MCU. Nova number 1, the newsstand edition, came back 5.0. This came out 6 months after I was born. September 1976. I know you're scoffing.
Came out 20 years before I was born.
Whatever. So, for being a 5.0, it's actually a very nice copy. Let's see what I can do here. Maybe a little blurred. Like I said, for being a 5.0, I think it looks pretty nice. There's a little bit of scuffing, color loss on the cover, but still a nice looking book. Got a lot of books here, dude. A lot of good books. All right. For the most part, we tend to stick into the Bronze Age and Copper and Modern. We're going back into time, though. We're going way back into time. 1954. 4.5 from Quality Comics. Plastic Man number 47. I honestly got this one graded just because I thought it was cool, not because it had necessarily any immense value to it or any first appearance or anything like that.
It's got a very nice cover.
I love these old covers. The colors so stick out compared to today's books.
Oh, yeah.
I've mentioned it before. I love today's books, but when you look at the wall, all of them are all these dark colors and back then, the colors were so bright and everything. I like it so much more in terms of the covers. But
I agree. And also, it's just you can see what characters are going to be in it. There's something there's something more for it. Nowadays, it's kind of just the main character posing.
I was going to say, I also feel like the covers told a story as opposed
Yeah.
to today. A lot of them look more like movie posters, like in terms of like they're not really trying to tell the story. It's just like the main actor like doing his super heroic pose or whatever. For being as old as it is, almost 70 years old, this is a very nice copy. Beautiful book. I don't know. I love that stuff. So, sticking into the older books, staying with the older books. Howdy Doody #1. First TV comic. Photo cover. It's based on the NBC series at the time. Sorry, I was reading everything. This was by Dell in 1950. Came back as a 4.5, which I think is a pretty solid grade for something this old. I know my dad remembers Howdy Doody. It was an iconic show for like kids that were born in that era, and kind of the thing upon which a lot of the kid shows were based after that. So as you can see, looks very, very nice. It is missing a little bit of a piece out of the top there. The back cover looks great as well. You guys come on in, so you can close the door. We're just finishing the unboxing part and then we'll do So moving on to the next book. I was disappointed in this grade. I thought this one was going to come back better, but 2001: A Space Odyssey #8. First appearance of Machine Man. This one came out in 1977. Again, you can see down in the corner, this was the newsstand edition. Came back as a 9.0. Pretty solid grade. Again, I just thought it would come back a little bit better than that. Back cover looks very, very, very nice. I know some of you were probably like, John's not really talking up the peppers this time. That's because I know the final two. I have to save my energy for those final two. So, well, I did get kind of excited about the Plastic Man #47. Agree, disagree? You're just going to stand there?
I lost track. I'm
All
backing
right.
back up.
Now, this is one I am very excited about. I have been excited about this book for a long, long time, and now people are finally talking about it. You are late, so whatever. This is Action Comics 241. First appearance of the Fortress of Solitude. Iconic location within the DCU. If you're a Superman fan, like how do you not have this book in your collection? It did come back as a 3.0. This is from 1958. Kurt Swan cover. Kurt Swan did some amazing covers for the Superman titles back then. And like I said, this one's getting a lot of play right now in terms of like how important it is in the DCU and Superman mythos. I feel like it's been a drastically underpriced book for a long time, so people are finally becoming aware that it's how important it is. This one disappointed me. This one, Akira #1 came back as a 5.0. This is from 1988. I thought it was going to come back better than that. I'll have to look at the notes on this one. First time in full color. First appearance of. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the names. You wanna pronounce them for me? I'm sure you've watched Akira. I have not.
It's been a bit.
Well, it's been. I watched it in college, so
40 years ago.
Yeah. So now we're going into Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man #45. I love this cover. Now you got me all choked up. I love this cover despite being a DC guy. I love the bright yellow in the background. This is from 1967. This was John Romita art. This was after Ditko left the series. 5.0. Third appearance of the Lizard. Very nice book, as you can see. Moving on to the next one. This one we were very, very happy with. This is a spicy, spicy pepper. Not the spiciest pepper we have tonight, but a spicy pepper nonetheless. Marvel Spotlight on Werewolf by Night #2. First appearance of Werewolf by Night and the origin. This came out in 1972. Came back as a 7.0. Very nice looking copy. Again, there are lots of rumors about what's going to go on with Werewolf by Night as well. So, like as we said, though, everybody in the Marvel comics has got rumors circulating.
With Moon Knight, I mean, I guess there's a better chance of him showing up.
Let me see if it's something really fast. We're going to change the order up. So, going back to Warlock. First full appearance of him. This came out in 1969. This came back as a 3.5. Great book to have right now. All the prices started surging as soon as the announcement about the casting came out. I think it looks better than the 3.5. Still not a bad book, though. It does have some soiling on the back. That's probably why it got downgraded to a 3.5. It does have some light creases on the corners and stuff. So 3.5 is great. 3.5 is great. You know what's better? 7.0. 7.0 is a little bit better than the 3.5.
Twice as good.
Twice as good. And grading wise, it's a lot better than twice as good. Great book to have. As you can see, this one does look much better than the other one. Back cover, lots of white on there. Beautiful book. Beautiful book. Great stuff. We got Dark Knight Returns. If it wants to come out, much like the other one, it doesn't want to come out. Dark Knight Returns, #1. First appearance of Carrie, the new Robin. Came back as a 9.2. Came out in 1986. Iconic storyline in Batman's mythos. Kind of changed the character back to being grim and gritty like he was when he first came out. So, got rid of the kidified version of Batman. And again, a very nice cover. I'll have to take a look at the notes on that one. So we have 3 books left. The 2 super spicy peppers. Almost had a heart attack there. Police Comics #37 came out in 1944. Again, what we were talking about earlier. Beautiful cover. The colors just like really stick out on this one. Like, I don't know. I just love these old covers. This is the first appearance of Candy O'Connor. Apparently, there's a lingerie panel in there. I'll have to.
Well, don't crack it open for that.
We'll have to look it up online. No, I'm gonna crack it open. Very nice book, though. Like I said, I love these old books. I think the colors are just so much better than today's. All right. So now the spicy of the spicy. Were there any Marvel movies that came out this year?
No.
No?
No.
None?
No, I don't think so.
Well, we had Black Widow.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, and Eternals. But
Eternals came
I
out.
think that was it.
Well, if you count Venom, that I guess technically
Sure.
now it's connected to the MCU if you count the final credit. There was one more that came out already.
I don't remember what it was.
Shang-Chi came out this year. First appearance. Came back as a 7.0. Pretty book. I know I have like 4 more copies of this book. But it's very, very pretty. I'll hold it up here. Very, very nice book. It's very spicy pepper. I wish I had some water here. You know, gonna be out of it because I don't have any water.
Poor Johnny Peppers.
How do you match first appearance of Shang-Chi? How do you even top that? I don't even know how you top that. Maybe that should have been the last one.
Sounds like you have one in reserve.
What's that?
Sounds like you have something in reserve.
What if you had one a little bit better than that? What if you had a book like the first appearance of Miles Morales, 9.8? We were just talking about this last week, whether he had a ceiling or not, whether we thought he was going to continue to rise in popularity.
And you're hoping he doesn't have a ceiling after that?
If you know how many copies I have of this book. No, I don't. Great looking book. As I said, it came back as a 9.8. Very, very pretty. Iconic character at this point, obviously speaking to the new generation of comic book fans. And
Yeah, you're talking about the Maker. It's first appearance of the Maker.
clearly. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode of this unboxing as part of the Turning the Page, and we will go to the wrap up. Oh no, we're gonna go to the best Wednesday ever. All right.